Hello everyone and welcome back to another video, and I am back from my vacation, which means it is time for the vacation video. For starters, I went to Hungary, I visited Szandi, I visited my best friend, and I visited the place where I grew up. Now I know what some of you are thinking. I have already posted some pictures, some stories about this trip. True. But even if you have seen my vacation posts, there will still be a lot mentioned in this video that I left out on those posts, as well as topics that I just simply did not cover. This video will be divided into different chapters, but many of the events and pictures I will talk about will be from different moments in time from the trip, as I visited some places several times. One of Hungary's most famous tourism spots has to be Balaton, a big lake surrounded by many beautiful places and beaches. I visited several of these, such as Balaton, Revele and Tihain with Szandi, and I went to Balatonfüred as well with my best friend who lives there. On the 4th of October 2010 there was an outbreak of a dangerous red sludge that swept across the city of Devecser. This happened during the day, leading to 10 people losing their lives and over 100 more getting injured. But if it hadn't happened during the day, instead it happened at night, then, well, this would have gone very differently. It would have been a lot worse and many more people would have passed. During my trip, I visited locations that were impacted by this disaster, and I was able to witness the destruction it caused and talk to the people who survived it. Additionally, I visited a museum where I learned more and heard stories about people who even sacrificed themselves to help others. And one of the people who lived in this city at the time was Szandi. She took me to these locations and shared her story of what happened to her, her friends, her family, everyone that she knows on that day. Places in Hungary celebrate their village. They do this with a festival on the weekend, celebrating with music, dance, and of course a lot of food and drinks. While I was in Hungary, I went to quite a few of these festivals. The biggest one that I went to was in Somló, and they had a little bit of a fair there, but most noteworthy, and I'll probably include some clips here, is that they had like a motor show as well as a Delta concert. And like Delta is a pretty big Hungarian band, so it was nice to be at one of their concerts. Another one that I went to, which is a bit smaller, was in Noslop, and then I went to another one, and Sandi's uncle is the mayor there, so, you know, we had a little bit of a VIP, not really, it was pretty small actually, but it was still very nice, and we got to see a little bit of a horse show, and of course there were concerts and performances as well. The city of Veszprém also had a festival called Utcazene, where many performers can be seen and heard singing on the streets. While we were here, we also took quite a few pictures from higher up on a hill, so we got nice to quiet viewing point. Of course, I had to return to Pápa. This is where I grew up, and well, unfortunately there wasn't much to do, especially because I missed that city's festival. I still visited it, and I also showed Szandi around a little bit and showed her the places that mattered to me, like where I lived, where I went to school, etc. In Somló, Szandi and I visited two places other than the festival. The first place is an old abandoned mental asylum. So yes, I went to Arkham in real life. How cool is that? And this asylum also has a beautiful park going all around it. Next, there is a castle on top of a mountain which we wanted to visit. And yes, it was very high up. You can see it on the picture in the distance, and It was a very long walk. It was very painful, but eventually we did make it, and the view was incredible. It was worth it. However, I'm never doing this again. Sümeg is a place with a big castle on top of a mountain, and while I did not visit this castle, below the mountain is a medieval area where occasionally performances are held, and I was lucky enough to catch one of these performances. The show started a little slow with a bit of horse riding and music, but soon turned into an amazing viewing experience, and I think it's just best if I show you some clips. While Szandi and I have known each other for over 4 years, we have actually never been able to celebrate each other's birthdays in person. And this plan was almost ruined by Szandi's workplace. Yep, thanks you guys for nothing. No, before I say for nothing, let me tell you guys what actually did happen. This plan was almost ruined by her workplace, and she had to go away to a different city. But fortunately, we were able to celebrate her birthday twice. Once with her family, and I made sure to visit her in Revele, where she was sent to work on her birthday. And of course, I took her out for a delicious, delicious dinner. That dinner was so good. Oh my... Can I get this anywhere near me? Hold on. Google. Where can I get this food? Mom, can you make it? I didn't explore this place too much, but came across a nice koi pond where many fish were swimming around. There was also a staircase beautifully painted to have koi on them. This is an old mining area, not in use anymore, but open to the public. While it was an enjoyable walk, I still do not trust the stairs. Not because they're always up to something, but because it felt like they could collapse any second. They were not sturdy at all. And I still hear the creaking. And I'm still afraid of them. If you have made it this far, then first of all, thank you very much. And I was unable to include this story elsewhere, together with the picture. So I'm just gonna put it over here. So Szandi and I often went to Aika, a nearby city. We would often do some shopping there, we would get clothes, we would go for ice cream, but also we would often go to the McDonald's there. And for some reason, there would always be something wrong with our order. Don't worry, not just our order, pretty much everyone who went there had a problem with their order. Like, it was insane. I'm not sure if they are trying to mimic Starbucks, you know how Starbucks always spells your name wrong? Yeah, I feel like this McDonald's is trying to always get your order wrong. But how do I even tell you guys what happened here? So I ordered a burger. This is my favorite story, by the way, of all the mistake they made. I ordered a burger, and the one thing missing from my burger was the burger itself. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video with me talking about my vacation. Don't worry, Mogicraft is coming back. It should be up on Monday again. And we will be, of course, exploring the update and playing a little game that I'll build. Anyway, that is gonna be it. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time. Bye bye.